after completing the urban game, I want you to do a couple of things. There are some things that we are going to discuss in the classroom. There are a list of 9 terms from the reading that I just gave to you with the pictures and all that you are going to need to know. So you may need to go back, brush up. Some you'll already know, some you might have to go back and find, and we'll go over them in class if you can't get all of them. But I do want you to try and go back to them. For the terms, you need to know rural community, urban community, agricultural revolution, the Enclosure Act, New Age heavy industry, child labor, Richard Arkwright, James Watt, and the puddling process, as well as Henry Court, water frame, and steam engine. Now, there's also a set of questions that I want you to be able to answer. The terms I expect for you to have in your notes. The answers to some of these questions I also expect you to have in your notes, and you are going to be asked by me to answer. What do you think? We're going to have a class discussion, and I expect you to be able to answer. I don't know is unacceptable, and I couldn't or I can't is also unacceptable. So make sure that you have answers for these questions that I'm getting ready to, or that we will be discussing in class. Here are the questions. 1. What was life like in England before the Industrial Revolution? 2. What was the Enclosure Act? What positive and negative effects did it have on the village community? 3. Why do you think historians say that the Industrial Revolution was the most fundamental change in human history? 4. Discuss the biggest impact the Industrial Revolution had on history, both economically and socially. 5. Explain the advantages and disadvantages. Explain the advantages and the disadvantages of the Industrial Revolution on society and the economy. 6. In what way was the Industrial Revolution, back that up. How did the Industrial Revolution affect the environment? In what ways did it affect the environment? 7. Why did child labor become so important in the family life? Do you think they wanted to send their child off to work in dangerous working conditions, or was it a necessity for family survival? 8. In your opinion, based on your drawing from the game, at what point in the game did the Industrial Revolution change history forever? Make sure you can explain that answer. Actually, make sure you can explain all of your answers and all of your opinions that I've asked of you today, or in this video. We will discuss this. You will be graded on the class discussion. If you cannot participate, then that is on you. Remember that. So you want to be able to participate for that grade. That is it. I'll see you in class.